Hi guys, and welcome back to round 4 of our Schooners and Scoreboards podcast. First of all, a quick shout out to our sponsor, JP Property Maintenance. Once again, mate, thanks for staying with us throughout the year. And to all our followers and subscribers out there on all of our channels, thank you guys as well. We do have a couple of questions to get to at the end that have been sent in by a couple of our followers, which we will get to at the end. So please stay for that, unless you want to shoot forward towards the end of the video. But by all means do. And if you have any questions yourself, get them in. Or you want to share an opinion or anything like that, get them in. I've got Dave alongside me, mate. Dave, thanks for coming in as usual.
No worries, mate.
Bit of a late one, 8:15 here at the moment. Daylight savings is not far off, so
yeah, next weekend.
she's going to get a bit cold. But how's your weekend been, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's all right.
Yeah, so
Bit unfortunate, obviously, with the doggies.
yeah, mate. Yeah, I'm used to it now.
He's used to it. There we go.
They're gonna get rid of Lachlan. Galby. Yeah, Galvin.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go, guys. Galvin's got to go.
Yeah.
All right, look, we're going to get straight on.
I might have to stand up for my age.
There you go. There you go. We'll get straight into it. Before we get into Thursday's game, I've got this jersey on for a reason tonight. Obviously, the Eels went down to Panthers on the weekend. Bit of a disastrous game for the Eels there, but I made a ballsy bet with Muhammad. So if you're watching this, mate, shout out to you. Let me know if you're watching and give me a comment in the comment section. I made a bet if Eels were to score 10 points on the Panthers over the weekend.
Yeah.
I got him a little gift. I won't spoil that, but that'll be in a small video during the week. So stay tuned for that one. And to top it all off, he's got to wear his Panthers jersey. So, mate, you battle of the West. The Panthers might have won that, but this just puts the cherry on top of the cake for me. I cannot wait. Yeah, it's going to be good. But look, let's get straight into it. Obviously, Thursday night, 4 Pines Park, Roosters upset Manly, 33, I've got here, to 16.
Yeah, 33-16.
DCE finally showed his worth at the Chookies. Honestly, I was shocked that Roosters come out and put so many points on Manly.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand it.
Oh, I took them by 20. They won by 17. So
yeah,
but yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, they come out last week and the defence was shocking against Panthers.
Yeah.
And then they come out this week and they do this to Manly at 4 Pines.
That's what a lot of teams are doing. They're getting hammered by a team, and they're coming out the next week and showing what they got. Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, there is a little something we're going to touch base on about the coaching situation at Manly, which was brought in yesterday. Yeah. I was going to do a small video, but I just thought we'll throw it up on here and I'll do a bit of editing later on for those that don't want to watch the full video. But look, where does Manly go from here besides the fact they've won? They haven't even won a game this season.
Yeah, they've won one. Yeah, one. Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah, Golden Point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
First round.
Yeah,
First round. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Dave's NRMA contracts have got it sorted, guys. All right, moving on. Friday. To me, I wouldn't really call this upset of the round. Tigers beat Warriors in Auckland, 32 points to 14.
Yeah.
Look, what a performance from the Tigers considering
they're playing well, yeah.
They showed how dangerous that they're going to become as each week goes on. To me, they're coming out each week and they're just getting better.
Yeah, they're a lot better than last year.
Yeah.
They're proven there.
And Twal, he's playing some good footy. He had some big impact runs and some decent runs on the weekend.
Yeah.
And his defense will, same as his attack, really. Yeah. As for the Warriors, after 3 straight wins, I think this loss was due considering how well they've been playing. Their forwards obviously have been running around bashing squad left, right, and centre. Yeah. Tanner Boyd's been playing some great footy. But it also comes down to the fact that Lukey Metcalf come back into the squad. Yeah. So obviously, I think it's going to take a bit of time there for him and Boyd to sort of gel and create something there. I'm hoping it works. Yeah. Because it just I think him coming back and them trying to obviously sort of work out the way to play the footy they were playing with Metcalf in the squad, sort of hurt their momentum a little bit.
Yeah.
But look, all in all, I think they'll bounce back next week. You get much of that one, David?
Oh, only bits and pieces, yeah. But they've been playing well, as you said, the first 3 rounds, but then Tigers they're just been strong in the last couple of games.
Yeah.
Tigers, so
they're doing well.
Yeah.
It's good to see that they're actually improving from what they were last year, especially with Maguire. Luai's a big part of that squad. And the fact
that's right. Yeah.
They prove they can beat one of the, like a team that's undefeated so far this year until then.
And Dewey wouldn't have been 100%.
Nah, he did have a bit of a. He did have a bit of a hobble here and there, but I think it's just obviously one of those injuries where you can manage it throughout the year. Obviously, if it does go pop, or different story.
That's it.
He looked alright. I'm actually glad he played because he's he had a bit of an iffy year last year, and obviously coming out and doing what he's done with the Tigers so far this year has shown that he's gonna be in for a big season, which is good.
Yeah,
it's good to see. But moving on, the other Friday night clash, Broncos beat Dolphins in Brisbane 26-12. So Broncos hold the bragging rights there for another 12 months. Grant Anderson went down with a knee injury.
I've seen that.
Which is unfortunate. But all in all, Broncos' defense was solid all night. Obviously, besides the 12 points in, but they were just solid. To me, the guy that played the best game I've seen him play in a long time was Staggs.
Oh,
He was just unbelievable. He's such a handful. That's such a handful. Look, Reynolds had a better game.
Yeah, he didn't play too bad.
I think that week off with the injury, he had sort of giving that rest up. But now he came out and he played well. Obviously against the Dolphins, who they just look very inconsistent. A lot of falling off tackles. A lot of ball not going to hand. Just silly, ill-disciplined things that they need to change because the Dolphins have got a lot of strike power around the field.
Oh yeah,
but they just look very ordinary. I mean, you look at Cobbo. Like when Cobbo was at Broncos, he was slim, he was fast. Now the Dolphins, he just looks so unfit. I don't know what it is, whether he's changed his diet or he's not exercising the way he should be. I don't know, but he just looks like he's packed on a lot more weight. I'd throw him in the second row and say, "Go for your life, son." But
but they put points on anyone as you know at any time. But so quick. They've got so much speed and power.
What's obviously looking at the Dolphins and the Broncos. Can you see the Dolphins improving at all this year, considering how they've been this first month of footy? Can you see them change anything up here?
I reckon they will towards the end, like probably the second half of the season. But as I said, they've got a lot of speed in their team, a lot of power, and a lot of strong forwards and all that. But
they just need to find consistency.
Well, that's it, mate.
And I'm sure Christian Wolf would want the same thing. You want them to be out there playing consistent, that they're just not. Like it's moments, like it's not big moments either. It's like small things, like you get momentum and then you cause an error, or silly kicks or things like that are just not working out.
And if they come up against other teams and they don't match them like Brisbane did the other night, they're going to easily put 40 or 50 on you.
100%.
So 100%. They showed that with Melbourne Bulldogs. Big teams last year. So
look, it's going to take time for them, but it's just like they can do it sooner rather than later. The first one's gone. Was 4 or 5 months to go.
They've done well since they've been in the comp too.
They have
been up there.
I think like you look at players like Farnworth who had that battle going there. With him and
Tony Staggs.
Staggs had a great.
That was.
But I think you've got Farnworth to play the game he played every round, every game. Just get out there and just play that type of footy. Don't go looking for a competition. Take the competition to somebody else.
That's it.
You can't go out there and 1 week play out of your mind, and then the next week just jog. Like it's silly.
And Nicarima had a good game.
Yeah.
In halves, he had a good game.
Yeah.
For the losing side, but even though Avarello had another good game,
Avarillo's honestly, Avarillo is having one of the best seasons
since he left the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And he played well with the Dogs too, but he's showing. He's showing.
He's just got more form.
Yeah.
And the fact he's breaking lines the way he is, and he's always on the back of the support play.
Yeah.
And he's doing well. Look, we'll move on. Super Saturday wasn't very super for either of us here at the Scoreboard podcast.
It was for Newcastle anyway.
Dom Young and the Knights shined with the hat trick for Dom Young over the Doggies, 24-16. I'm going to touch base on the Doggies' attack. Obviously, it was a bit horrid. In my opinion, anyway, it was horrid, and they lost all momentum whenever they got any. Josh Curran has obviously come off 5 minutes into that, and he's got to be assessed for a rib injury, which he picked up. And as for the Knights, well, I didn't think they'd come out and they'd beat Doggies, let alone the way they beat. Was it Cowboys they versed last week?
Knights.
I can't remember who they versed last week, but I know they've gone back-to-back wins.
Yeah. Manly, wasn't it? Manly? No, Manly?
May have been.
Manly? Manly.
It sounds like it. I can't remember what days of the week where we know. But look, Dave, I'll get your thoughts on your Doggies. Give it to them straight, mate.
I'm not happy, mate. I'm not happy at all. Like, they're not very talking about consistent. They got no.
Who's your biggest fault? Who's the player that you want to see get a big get out of it?
I don't know. I reckon they wasted money on Galvin.
Yep.
They need some more forwards too. They've got the smallest pack, but even though they got the smallest pack, look where they were last year. Look where they proved what they done last year.
Yeah.
But they played more of a team, and their attack was better.
Yeah.
And their defence was better.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
But but they can't. I said they had that loss against Newcastle. I hope that's shaking them up a bit. So
they're
gonna have to pull their weight in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, they've got to do something
because the way Penrith, we got Penrith in 2 weeks. I'm a bit worried about. I'm worried about 60 or maybe 70.
Yeah, well, exactly right. But hopefully they find a gear between now and then.
Well, yeah, they need a few gears, mate.
Yeah. I got first and second. You got to go all the way down the M7, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Nah, but like Penrith, like I'm just going on. Penrith and like Parramatta, Parramatta shocking in them first couple of minutes. They were the first half.
Yeah.
But then they showed what they can do in the second half. But Parramatta's a different team to Bulldogs at the moment. But
you think after Serrato's been there at the helm now for 3-4 years, or something like that, and you've made finals, but now you come into this season where you've got Galvin there, and it's like, I don't know. To me, Galvin is very, very sideways, or he's very, I'll try it myself, and it's not working. Burton's getting the ball, he's putting bombs up. There's no chasers coming through. It's all one man running. You come out of a defensive line creating a hole, or you're coming in to make a tackle on a big second row on your own, creating massive gaps, and you're not completing the tackle. You're falling off. You look at the way Kikau, he come out and he played okay, but then there was just no there's no cohesion with the squad. There's the completion rate was off. They fell apart, and then when they got the ball in their hands, they just handed it right back to them. I get they lost 2 players.
Too many drop balls too.
But in saying that, that's why they've got the 6-man bench there now, because player goes down to injury or player goes down foul play, they can activate that extra person. But in saying that, I don't know. Something's got to change because this isn't the doggies that you want running around.
No, well, that's right, mate. Yeah.
Like that game, they should have beat the Knights.
Yeah.
By plenty. Like Knights are running around. They've got no Dylan Brown, no Ponga.
Yeah.
They've got a veteran from prop there in Fresnel who obviously is. He's probably the oldest bloke in that squad.
Probably looks old as me.
And he busts like he basically walked through the defensive line of the doggies and scored a try under the posts.
Yeah, no.
Like and the fact like Johnny Young is a aerial athlete, as we know.
Oh yeah.
Montoya. I don't know what he's doing.
We need some bigger.
He's got no confidence when it comes to jumping and catching a ball.
We need some bigger wingers too, I reckon.
Yeah.
A bit more athlete.
They need a bit of a look at the roster and say, well, this isn't working. If you don't do this, well, you don't like.
And I don't know if old Serrato or even Gould should jump in and say, give Sullivan a go or something.
Yeah, well, there you go.
See how they go.
Honestly, I know I'm probably going to sound like a bit of a clown here. Let me know in the comments, guys. But in my opinion, I'd be taking. Is it Haywood that's your hooker?
Oh, hooker, yeah.
I'd take him out of the squad.
Yeah,
because balls are not going to hand. I'd put Kurt Mann
in hooker. Yeah,
I'd put Kurt Mann in hooker.
Yeah.
That way the ball's got more direction around the park.
Yeah.
Or I'd put Galvin. I'd put Galvin in hooker.
Yeah, well,
because you look at it, if he wants to be the player, where he can come out and he can direct the boys around the park. He's very thin, and he's very young. If he can get in that hooker role and he can get the balls moving around the park, obviously, he can look up. He can look at the defensive line like he does when he's running the ball, and get those balls to where he thinks they should go. I'm not saying it'll work. But what do you got to lose?
Well, you can always try. You can always try, mate, and see how it goes.
I'd throw him in there for a week. Like, if it comes to the fact where you're not going to make the 8, you know you ain't going to make the 8. I'd try these things. I'd put Galvin a hooker.
That's it. Yeah. I'd see how it goes.
I'd take Haywood out because Haywood at hooker's not working. I'd put Galvin in the hooker role, or I just said man. But I'd bring in Sullivan and put Sullivan in with Burton at least.
Burton,
Or even Crichton. Look how Crichton slotted in. Like, they changed Burton and Crichton around in the halves.
Yeah.
They put Burton out in the centres.
So they put
you scored like that.
We put Crichton in the half.
Crichton went in during that game. Crichton come in. It would have been the last 20 minutes. Serrato give Crichton and Burton the opportunity to roam. And like switch positions, and he did that. And honestly, that was a smart move because that worked. That's how they scored, like in that second half there. And they just looked a bit more sharper.
So he's like, as I said, like he's put Burton. He's taken Burton out of the halves.
Yeah.
He's kept Galvin in the halves, but
I don't know.
So I'd be taking Galvin out.
Yeah,
I reckon.
They've got to do something because to me, Galvin's got a lot to learn.
Burton plays like he runs like most halfbacks.
Yeah,
has a run.
Yeah,
Galvin, I don't know.
Galvin tries to
hard for me, but
exactly right. All right, we'll move on from that one. That's Davo's feelings there. Bit hurt, bit heartbroken. Easter's coming around the corner. Hopefully they get the chockies on that one. But look, we're going to touch base on the second game. Penrith claimed the bragging rights for the Battle of the West, 48 points to 20. Obviously, we'll look at the Eels first. They lose Matt Dury. Looks like an ACL from a hip drop tackle. I'm pretty sure it was. And Isaiah Iongi, syndesmosis injury. Eva was one of those players that got done with the hip drop tackle. I sunk a few. I cannot remember. I was too busy giving Muhammad a hard time when we got the 20 points. But look, I'm going to touch base on something at the moment. Obviously, I know the Eels. They've come out. They've lost the Broncos. Sorry, they've lost to Melbourne Storm by 50. They've come out, they've beat Broncos.
Yeah.
Then they've come out and they've beat the Dragons in
Yeah.
a bit of a gritty game.
Yeah.
They come out and versus Panthers. Now, Panthers have had 6 points, 6 points scored on them
in the first 3 rounds.
in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And they come out and they verse Parramatta, and Parramatta score 20 points on them.
Yeah.
Like, as an Eels fan, I take that as a positive.
Yeah.
Because it proves we can run it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Panthers, they outplayed the Parramatta Eels.
Yeah.
Penrith come out and they were clinical, as always. The ball movement in that squad was so smooth and so fast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to say it. We're a month into footy, but could this be the season? Penrith go all the way, and I reckon they probably lose. They probably lose maybe. I'll dead set go. They lose 4 games, and the only 4 games they lose all year is during the Origin period when Cleary is in Origin.
Or
Enyo and Dylan Edwards and Toto.
Yeah, or I reckon if they do lose, they'll lose against one of the lower teams.
Yeah,
but because anything can happen on as you know, but but they are showing good signs.
Yeah,
they are looking very strong.
Yeah, no,
they are looking very strong there. Yeah, they proved it.
100%. But you also look to obviously Parramatta's lost 2 players in 2 weeks to hip drop injuries. Look, as frustrated as I am, I'm not frustrated with the boys.
Yeah,
like, you know, that obviously it's Jason Rolls' what's it, his first full year, second full year?
At
the helm. Second year at Parramatta.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's still learning things, and, you know, he's still managing the way to do things. Obviously, the signing of the Bellin he worked out was dead set shit.
Yeah.
You know, who else have we signed? You know, we brought in Josh Adokar. That's worked out well for him.
Yeah.
You know, he's brought in other players from underneath. They've come up. They've played well. But then we look at players like Junior Paulo, who's past his prime. We've signed Dylan Walker, another great signing. And I did say a while ago he needed to start. They needed to get him out there, start, and put some direction around the field. But honestly, I'm going to eat my words there, and I'm going to say put him back on the bench and let him come on 20 minutes in as an impact player. Because in the middle of the field, to start the game, he just obviously he creates that extra playmaker that creates that second phase style of footy. He gets in there and, you know, he gets that straight line running for the middles, but it doesn't do nothing when you're starting the game.
Yeah, well, that's it.
If he comes off the bench like he was at the start of the season, he creates that impact. That's it takes your game from where you got your forwards, you know, everyone's on the field doing their job. But then when you get someone like Dylan who can create that second style of footy, his style of footy, and when he comes in that 20-minute mark and changes the playing style for the Eels, it creates more issues for the defensive line. So I'm saying bring him back off the bench, and I'm bringing in, like, I got a feeling our fronts are going to be a bit more thinner now that Dury's gone. Obviously Dury's out. I'm not sure how long for, but won't know probably till, I'd say, tomorrow afternoon, maybe tomorrow morning. Iongi out is a big loss. But in saying that, we've got Joe Ash there, who's another great player. So they don't really lose much there. But then you look where you got Jordan Samrani, who's another young fella coming through. Penasini's still out with injury. He's not due back for another 4 or so weeks. So they are looking a bit thin. But it's the same thing. Let's get these younger fellas in. We've lost to Melbourne 50 points. Yeah, well, we're not winning the grand final this year.
Yeah.
I know I say records are meant to be broken. I do believe that, but this year is the year for them to get in, use your depth, build your depth up, bring your younger players in, because we've got a player in our New South Wales Cup, Lorenzo Talatena, if that's how I pronounce it. And honestly, he's killing it in New South Wales Cup.
Yeah.
Bring him up and put him in. Just find a spot for him and
give him a taste of the
piss Pez it off. I'm sorry, Pez it. He's at Parramatta for a year.
Yeah.
Chuck him in New South Wales Cup and just use him if we get an injury, because he's not doing nothing. You know, give these younger fellas a crack that want to be there, because if you don't and they get deals elsewhere, they're not going to stand around. They're going to walk.
Yeah, that's it.
But look, in all honesty, the Eels, they played a bit like they were very slow. That's just the way they've been going so far this year. They're starting slow.
Yeah.
But the second half, they come out and they beat Penrith.
Oh yeah, well they won the second half anyway.
100%. But I just think this stuff with this hip drop situations, I don't like it. It needs to be addressed. To me, it's and we'll move on from this in a second because we are running a bit on time. But I look at it where with the hip drop tackles, it comes down, and there's been a few this week.
Oh yeah,
there's been multiple this week, and now that it's coming back into the game, it needs to be addressed because
that's right.
Was it Liam Henry for Penrith? No, it was Mitch Kenny. Sorry,
Mitch Kenny. Yeah.
Mitch Kenny did the hip drop tackle.
Yeah.
And he got a week.
Yeah.
A week for a hip drop tackle. Week suspension.
Yeah.
Parramatta lose a player for the season done.
Yeah.
Or 8 weeks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then you look at it where last week, pretty sure it was Ryan Couchman did a hip drop tackle on Jermaine Hopgood.
Yeah.
Jermaine Hopgood's gone for the season.
Yeah.
And Couchman gets a month.
Yeah.
Couchman's first offence.
Yeah.
First ever time being put on report. It's a month straight away, bang. But then we look at a player like Tim Penrith.
Yeah.
He's got multiple incidents on his record.
Yeah.
He did a similar situation last year, or a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Copped a few weeks, but because it's Eels versus Penrith? Oh no, it's only a week. It was accidental.
Yeah.
No one goes out there to injure someone.
No, well, that's right. Yeah.
No one goes out there and says, "Oh, he had a clothesline," or
we know it's not intentional. But
come here, I'll break your nose. You're gone.
Yeah. We know it's not intentional, but
it's never intentional.
But it should be the same.
Exactly right. It should
same
be
penalty for everyone.
A hip drop tackle, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It should be if you go out there and you do it, like it's never ever on purpose. Never is.
No, that's right. Yeah.
But if you do it, it's minimum. You miss a minimum 1 month.
Yeah, or even 4 weeks.
And
if
that player has to go off because of malice, well, sorry, but you're going to.
Yeah.
Like your job out there, it's duty of care. Your job out there is to tackle the right way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And be professional about it.
That's right.
Don't come in and hang off someone's backside and then drop your legs on them, or you hip on their legs, it's stupid. But anyway, as we said, Penrith were clinical. They were fast. But I just think the Eels, they need to buy a few more players for the middle, or bring in some boys that actually need to, that actually want to be there and want to play, because for a player like the Bellin now, obviously he come in, we bought him, he come in and he played a game, 2 games, he proved that he wasn't fit for him.
Yeah.
And then now there's articles around saying that he's suing the New South Wales government or something like that because of that situation he had of his property to do with whatever it was back then. I can't remember now.
The rape.
Yeah, that put him into put him into a bit of a scandal there and destroyed his career. But clearly proves his head wasn't in the footy. It was more in trying to get this court situation going.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah,
I'm pissed off there, but I'm hoping Eels don't put him back in. I'm hoping it's him done and dusted.
Yeah.
It's another Anthony Watmo situation, in my opinion. But
look,
we'll move on because we are running on time. It is nearly 9 o'clock here. If you have stayed this far, guys, we thank you. Really do appreciate it. But look, going into to me the biggest upset of the round, Cowboys upset Melbourne Storm 28 points to 24. Melbourne finally lose 2 in a row.
Yeah.
That's never happened.
It's good to see, but
yeah, it's great to see. Yeah, we love that. They've gone from being an 80-minute squad to a 40-minute squad.
Yeah.
They hit second halves and now they just fold.
Yeah.
My opinion, look, Cowboys keep the effort up through the season.
Yeah.
I think they'll be in for a better year.
Yeah, well, they need to after last year.
Yeah,
but they got a few good players there. They gelled, but this week
yeah, they did. They
they
did
played
well.
as a team.
Yeah, and you don't see that out of the Cowboys.
No, not lately
I
anyway.
don't know what was said during the week or what was said in the sheds, but yeah, the Cowboys, they just come out and
they were on something better
I'd hate to
than the first half.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. I'd hate to be Melbourne. Melbourne. I think
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there. Their best player on the field is still Harry Grant. I don't know how that works.
Oh yeah.
But personally, I can't see Melbourne finishing the top 8 this year if they keep playing where they're playing.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, you look, Jack Howarth went down with a hip injury. He's waiting scan, so it's a bit of a blow for him. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But look, we'll move on. Heading on to Sharks, they held Raiders out today. On Sunday, they held Raiders out 34-22 in Canberra. Sharkies played a little bit better. They had a few. They had a few issues, obviously there, but they still come out and they played better.
Yeah, they've been up and down so far this year.
Yeah.
Come out and played 2 strong games, and then they had 2 good wins, and then a few shock losses.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Now it was good to see. Like as we've mentioned over the last few weeks, Hines and Trindle needed to get together. They did tonight. They come out and they played some good footy.
Yeah.
Moved the ball around and sort of got the balls out to the edges there and created some momentum, which was good. But as for the Raiders, we also touched base on their discipline on Tuesday when we brought out the team lists. But same thing again this week. Like, what's Ricky doing?
Yeah, I don't
think your forwards need to improve, man. They got to come out. They got to make tackles. They're letting away too many penalties.
And plus, I don't think they're going to have a year like they did last year.
No,
not at all.
Well, look, you've got to look at their young halves. You got Ethan Strange there, or Ethan Sanders there. Yeah. But they're getting smothered by the defensive line. They're not getting passes out to where they need to be. The forwards are making shocking tackles and creating ill-disciplined penalties, which are giving other teams.
That was the same against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's causing dramas.
The week before.
But look, we'll move on to that game, because that game wasn't that important. To me, it was just, anyway.
The last one to me is important.
Yeah. This one we're going to touch base on, Titans versus Dragons. What was the score for that one again?
28-24.
28-24, there you go. So, Dave's contracts are working still. Look, Titans got the dub. First win of the season for them.
Yeah.
Dragons, will they go 4-0? Kyle Flanagan went down in the second half. Got a bit of a head knock. He was carted off by the Medicab there. I think everything's all right with him. I don't think he'll be back for at least a week or 2, depending on the severity of injuries. Hopefully, it's nothing too drastic. But look, as for the Titans, they come out and they just played the style of footy. Obviously, that they can play like that. They know they can play. Should I say? But look, in the first half, bits during the game. Majority in the first half, they shot themselves in the foot. A lot of errors, and they just weren't completing sets. They're giving away too many 6 agains. They had Dragons buried down inside that half, and they just kept. Kept getting penalised and kept pushing the Dragons up the field. And obviously Tyrell Sloan was back in the squad, which was good to see. Proved why he needs a starting spot in that team every day of the week. He come in and on that edge and within 5 minutes scored a try. But as for the Titans, like you look at the Titans, they got Jaden Campbell in the halves there, and he just shined. that spot is his for the take. It's his for the taking.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard for anyone to try and take that off him, considering it's just one. Like the squad's just one with him there. Brimson played some good footy as well. It's good to see him out there having a run.
Yeah.
There was another fella out there. I can't think of his name right now, but the 11, the Titans.
The young fella. Young forward. Yeah, I forget his name, but
I think it's
he played well. Yeah.
Arta or something like that. But mate, he scored 2 tries.
Yeah.
And he came out and he had an absolute blinder of a game. But
I just feel sorry for the Dragon supporters.
I don't.
But none from 4.
Yeah.
And next week, and the way I see it,
they're
going to be none from 5 next week.
Who they got next week again?
Cowboys.
Cool, yeah.
And the way the Cowboys have been playing the last couple of rounds, last couple of weeks, and what they done to Melbourne, if they play they'll put 30 or 40 on the Dragons.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So I'm tipping there none from 5.
Yeah, I can see it. And I also think I'm going to put a bold prediction out here. But if they lose to Cowboys next week, the Dragons, I think Dragons make a big decision for the head office there. The big decision is made. But look, we'll move on. As we said to you guys, if you have any questions or opinions or anything that you want to get in to us, we're always happy to answer them and put them in on our podcasts. These ones will be put in the short videos and will be posted as shorts on our YouTube for the followers that got them in. So thanks to Jason and Craig for getting these in. Our first one is from Jason. Come in. Is Nathan Cleary worth $1.6 million a year?
No, I reckon I'd say he's the best player in the comp running around now.
Yep.
Well, one of the best, yeah.
Yep.
But no player's worth that.
No, 100%.
I reckon no.
I look at it where I'm with you there. I think the way he's playing, obviously, he's got 4 premierships up under his belt.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's also won for his country, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Sure he has.
Yeah.
If he does win a Blues comp or a Blues versus Queensland series, then I'll put him up there with the likes of Johns and Thurston and players like that. I'll put him up there with big names. But at the moment, he's the best half in the comp, 100%.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, no player is worth 1.6.
No way, no.
At all.
So if he's worth 1.6, I reckon Galvin for Canterbury, he's only worth $10. He's not worth much at all.
It's not even a happy.
No.
That's not even a take diesel. But no, I'm with you. I don't think Cleary's worth 1.6.
No player is.
No player's worth that much, obviously. No. I think, it's like the salary cap is one of those things where it's very ordinary. I've always said to bring in something like the draft, like the NFL have, where certain teams get to pick certain players for certain year. I think they need to bring something like that in, and because at the end of the day, this stuff where you're 1.5 or anything from $1.2 million and up is bloody ridiculous for a player. Simple as that. It's
especially
It's stupid.
Don't get me wrong, he's a top footballer. Can't take that off him.
Player,
can't take that off him, but
he's as smooth as a milkshake, mate.
Yeah.
And I don't drink milkshakes. But moving on, we got a message in from Craig. What's your opinion on Roger Tuivasa-Sheck signing with the Perth Bears next year? Look, mate, I don't mean to burst your bubble here, but he hasn't signed with the Perth Bears. From what I hear, and what I've read, I've done my research on this. He has actually signed a 2-year deal with Wakefield Trinity in the Super League from the start of 2027.
Oh yeah.
So he'll play his last year here at Warriors, and then he'll go to Super League.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Look, I think if he goes, if he leaves the Warriors, it's a big loss because he's playing well.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of heartbreak considering he played some of his greatest years of footy at the Warriors.
Oh yeah, he's been playing well. Yeah,
he was one of my he was one of my favourite players at the Warriors while he was there before he went and played elsewhere.
Yeah.
But look, wherever he ends up, good luck to him. He's to me he's a face of the Warriors, always was and always will be.
Yeah.
But thanks for getting your question in for that one, mate. I appreciate it. But look, we're going to touch base on another situation here. We did get this in from multiple followers, so I thought I'd give this one. Well, I wasn't going to yet. I was going to give it a few days, but talked about Manly coach Seabold. Obviously, as we mentioned before, Foran takes over as the interim coach for now until a new coach is signed for next year.
And going on that, what I overheard, I don't know if it's true. So I don't know how long. Depends how Forum loves Manly.
Yeah,
and he's been Manly player for years.
Yeah.
Before he went to the Bulldogs and then Warriors.
Yeah.
But he might do well as an interim coach.
Yeah, well, hopefully he does because it's his job for the next couple of months.
Brad Arthur.
Yeah, there's talks of Brad Arthur.
Did you hear Brad Arthur?
There's talks of Brad Arthur. Some other coach that I've heard a bit more.
Yeah.
I've got to watch what I say because I don't want to leak too much. But there is someone out there that has seems to be a bit favourable.
Yeah.
There has been talks around this certain person. But yeah, let's just say that he's very favourable, and if he does hand in the application for this job, there's a very good chance that
you'll get it.
Well, he'll get the cookie. So,
yeah.
But look, in saying that, obviously Manly didn't want to be a case of going 5 losses, 6 losses in a row. So they've said, Seabold, go sleep back at a Macca's table and wish yourself good luck there. But
be outside Centrelink tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll be outside Centrelink tomorrow. all that tax money.
A few of the coaches have been there lining up.
Yeah, 100%.
Over the last couple of years, but
look, I'm going to ask you this one, Davo. Does this bring Manly's season to a halt? Because as we've seen before, when coaches leave and interim coaches step in, players don't. There's usually a lot of unrest around the club and players not wanting to be there, and players sucking and carrying on like pork chops. What happens here at Manly? Do things change?
I don't know. Some teams seem to shine. Like Tigers with when Tim Sheens, was it Tim Sheens or back then or before Benji come in? When Benji come in, and look, it took them a year or so, but look where they are now. Like they're playing well. They're playing good football.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Plus they got a good combination in the halves.
Yeah,
they're working together as a good pair of halves.
I just feel for Fogarty.
Yeah.
Like I look at Fogarty, he went there because of obviously he was under that coach and he wanted to obviously try new things and expand himself. But now there's no coach there. It's like, well, what happens here? Like
I reckon. Oh, sorry, but I reckon the way Foran's been of a player, and he can bring some good. He might bring a good things into that side.
It's going to be interesting to see how it goes.
See how he goes.
He's just walked out. He's just walked out of NRL and retired. He's been obviously working in with the commentators and been on the panels and for Fox Sports or whoever he's doing it through. And then obviously you get a phone call, you've got an interim job coming up, and he said, he'll take it with both hands, and he's even said, he goes, look, he's happy to step in and do what he's got to do,
that's it,
He's got a lot of heart for the club, and a lot of passion, considering he played there. But look, it'd be interesting to see what happens, whether certain players get dropped, whether certain players get brought in, what changes on the field. But it's going to be a big week for Manly now, considering this.
But he said nothing. Well, I heard this afternoon. He was talking. What I heard him say, it's only basic stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
For the first week of training.
Yeah, I think it's going to take him at least a good 2-3 weeks to sort of get in.
It's going to be only basic stuff.
Yeah, he's going to get in and try and do what he can to improve. But even then, does it cause disorganisation through the squad or whatnot? But
it's just
it's going to be interesting.
And then Ricky Stewart was a player.
Yeah.
And then he ended up a coach.
Yeah.
Some of the players too. Some of the Ivan Cleary, He was a good player, fullback for Warriors. Ivan Cleary,
He
was a good player, and then But then Ricky Stewart's had a good few good years.
Yeah. But see, you look at Ricky Stewart, where you look at a lot of these coaches that are coming that were players, and you can see that they're using the way they played as a coaching tactic to get these boys sort of shining and get them to
that's right.
Get to their potential.
But then again,
some of them don't.
But then again, it's always the players on the field. But they gotta just play their football and just play good football. That's what consistent football.
Yeah, exactly right.
So
All right, guys, that's going to be us. We're going to wrap this up. It's basically 9 o'clock here, I'm pretty sure, where we are. That is round 4 done and dusted. Once again, thanks to everyone for getting in their questions, their opinions, and whatnot. We really appreciate it. Don't forget always, guys, to like, share, and follow us on all of our platforms, wherever you may be, TikTok, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube. We try to get as much content out there as we possibly can. Obviously, and another big shout out to our sponsor, JP Property Maintenance. As always, good to have you on board. That's going to be us, guys. We will see you on Tuesday for Teamless Tuesday. Have a great start to tomorrow. You're going to go back to work, unfortunately. But always remember, guys, this is our year. See you in the next one.